has mostly been a tank player.
Yeah.
But he is mechanically sound. He's able to play these types of champions. And now, when Graves comes out, he shoves in all tanks to their turret early game. And the tank doesn't get to play League of Legends until like 4 minutes.
And as long as they make sure that Moon gets his early Sightstone or early Tracker's Life, like he always does anyway, just track Dardoch. All Moon has to do is just keep Dardoch from taking over the game, and Impact can go do things, as long as they can keep Altec and Conquan safe.
Yeah, as long as you get the vision for your top laner, allow them to shove freely, or you're there for the counter ganks, those are the two options. As long as you're able to protect the Graves, he's going to have a really good time in most matchups.
Okay, well, we'll see what matchup that ends up being. Of course, it can still be Moon playing Jungle Graves. We saw Svenskeren have a great time on that one just yesterday, so maybe he can step up anyway. Maoka comes through for Lorlo, no big surprise. Another Janna for Matt, which again I quite like here, just to make sure that Piglet can win lane. I really do like him playing Janna every single game here, and picking it this early I think is not that big of a detriment.
No, not at all. So far, 5-0 on Janna this year for Matt in his career. I do see the Sivir hover. We have not seen a Sivir in North America. Yesterday or today, we ended up seeing a ban on it last game, and that ended up being dropped.
Yep, it gets freed up because of the almost mandatory red side Nidalee ban here. Now, it will be Graves jungle. We are seeing that it's going to be Gnar top lane for Impact, but at least it's more of a lane-dominant champion. Yes, it's still a tank, but at least he can win some more of these matchups. And again, they have Sivir to knock this team in, so NRG looking quite a bit better in Champ Select, I feel.
I'd also say Gnar's a pretty big playmaker. You know, this is a champion where you can single-handedly win a team fight. Maokai is much more of an enabler, whereas if you get that big Gnarl, you can just sometimes end a fight right there.
Yeah, those have been the best champions for Impact. Is one that he can actually start a fight on and do a lot of damage and end up engaging. So Poppy is one of the champions that he has worked the best on energy with, and I think that Gnar is going to fit that niche as well for this team.
Could be very good for energy. Then, of course, you're seeing Liquid still get champions. They are happy to play, the Lee Sin coming out from Dardoch. Azale's like gesturing violently at the Lee Sin coming out.
I'm excited.
I am too. It's great. I love seeing this champion get played in the hands of a true master or challenger or LCS player in this case. Yeah. Piglet, of course, back in Callisto, no surprise. But yeah, Lee Sin from Dardoch is fun.
The self-proclaimed best NA Lee Sin, who's not an import.
Yeah, he's like...
Well, I mean, he beat Rush, so I don't know.
So did everybody yesterday.
Oh, too soon. Come on, Freak, have a heart.
Oh, man. And I love that sound clip where I think it was TL was beating and closing out the game against Cloud9, and you hear, I don't know who said it, but somebody goes, yeah, your Lee Sin's better.
That's awesome. And right now, the next few picks come out for NRG, and Crepo, I think, is super happy right now. He was tweeting yesterday about how he wanted to see Lissandra plus Sivir and just engage every time the ultis are up. Well, here you go. Here's a hard engaged team. NRG can withstand a crappy early game and just take stuff over in the mid game with super hard engage and plenty of damage.
Yeah, team fight, skirmish. Very, very focused on catching people out and having 2-on-2s, 3-on-3s, but they do have a good 5-on-5 team here as well for energy. But I'm worried still a little bit about what they're going to be able to do about this Azir, because you have to run straight at him and get a flank with GBM, who is taking TP.
I think it makes a lot of sense, though. NRG had so much difficulty starting anything. You know, the first time it felt like they tried anything was when they were losing the game. And this is a comp where you are going to be able to make things happen. You're going to be able to shove in mid lane for GBM. He's going to be able to make rotations, look for picks. We have Impact on a high energy champion who really can get in there and make plays. We have Conquan on hard initiation. There's a lot of ways to catch people out, chase people down. Graves even can be pretty aggressive. So this is a very aggressive lineup from NRG. We'll see if they can pull it off.
Yeah, and this is a team that we see there's tons of engage here. If you just pull the trigger, everybody's going to follow. And NRG, one of their biggest problems was always they were putting Conquan and Moon on the engage, and then they were like, okay, well, Impact has to play an engaged champion now. And now that GBM has one as well, now you know everybody can follow these calls. GBM is usually calling you engage, and it's always a second too late. And then the follow-up isn't as good. So now that he's in charge of it, maybe we see a little bit more of a crisp fight here from NRG.
Well, we're going to hope for some crispness from NRG then, if they can bring back this series and tie it 1-1. You guys at home, tweet at LCS Esports with hashtag NRGWin or hashtag TLWin for which squad you think is going to take this one down. It is a best of 5, but Liquid have started out so strongly in this series, outplaying pretty much everyone down the line. But it's a fresh game, fresh picks and bans, and it's a fresh start to get yourselves into the semifinals here as NRG hope to take over Game 2.
And we talk about it being a fresh start, but there are 2 rookies on the squad of NRG, Conquan and Moon, and this is the most pressure that they have been under in their League of Legends career in the LCS. Is best of 5. You lose it today, you go home, and you don't progress. And as rookies, this is their first playoffs.
And I mean, this is for the trip to Vegas, right? You want to get to play like this, it's a big deal.
You mentioned, don't win, you go home. It's go home till June as well. You have nothing else to do for a solid 2 months straight if you don't win anything here. You just got to, some teams have gone home, some teams have kept on going for the practice, but
This is
start.
This is TL actually grouping up, thinking it's going to be another blind invade on the same side of the map, and trying to get more for it. But it's actually just a fan out from NRG, and nobody actually goes deep because they didn't see the TL members in the bush.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to blame them after what happened last game. They're going to play it safe, play line of scrimmage, and just look to see if they can just kind of do better in the 2v2.
Sure, and it's going to mean a blind lane swap with no deep wards at all. You actually can't really track where people are starting here, so we'll be curious to see how this starts up.
This is so good.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty good because because TL stayed in that bush, they now have to reclaim their jungle. You see most of their wards are used on their own camps, and then the safe start here from Dardoch, because they're starting with the lane swap, making sure that they're in a good position to do so. But NRG say, okay, well, they don't have the information either. We're just going to go on the standard lane and make it so it looks like we're actually lane swapping. So TL are going to kind of game themselves here and get the 2-on-1.
It's a good start overall. So Phoenix gets the standard, give me some saplings. I'm going to get to level 2 on the first wave instead of the second wave. Altec and Conquan actually a little bit later than the Liquid duo was, but Piglet will get the small blue. And they will not stop the Wolves. Similar situation on the other side, actually. I think NRG got less done. Conquan late to the party, sees, yes, Wolves are gone. They started bot side.
Oh, yeah. What ended up happening is Altec and Conquan wanted to start on the Gromp, so they were sitting there. And then when their ward on the top side spotted Piglet and Matt walking towards the blue, they immediately said, okay, we have to match because it is a lane swap. So then they had to run in, but they were too late.
This is the good thing, though, for NRG overall. Getting in the lane swap, I think, a better thing for them. Alistair really doesn't do much before level 3 overall, and even then it's pretty hard to do things into a Janna. So getting out of the laning phase, trading equally should be fine. Dardoch, no surprise, jungling near his duo lane. This should be the standard 3v0 push at the end of this all. And it will be without any major mistakes, an equal trade of resources as the lane swap ends up.
Yeah, which honestly, NRG is going to be super happy about. We talked about the 2v2 lane dominance a bunch, and NRG has avoided that. They're going to be able to get some gold, scale up a little bit, and start to play towards their team comp strengths.
Phoenix is a little bit of a cheeser. He ended up taking the 3 Raptors at the start.
Right.
So he got level 2 earlier. He's able to zone GBM off. A little bit unexpected as well. So
Denying quite a bit of farm.
Denying, able to zone out. So yeah, those 3 Raptors come up big.
Keep in mind, GBM's score, or Phoenix's score is +3 from what it should be, but he's still got a reasonable minion lead and health lead because of all this play. Has to be a share of experience, as NRG couldn't knock the turret down fast enough without that. So turret gold going differently from normal, and in fact, they're going to hard shove this wave as well. So it's going to depend on how fast Liquid can get back down to the side of the map, or they will lose this wave on your screen right here.
Actually doesn't look like they're going towards that bottom side.
Yeah, the dual lane's heading top, so it's going to have to be Lorlo who's going to get down here, and he's still level 1.
Meanwhile, GBM burning his teleport right here. That's something to note, is that a side lane skirmish won't have GBM showing up too soon. Liquid can use that to their advantage.
So TL are actually calling the reverse from NRG.
Right.
After you take that first turret on a lane swap, typically you swap it back to get the next one, and now they're going, 2-on-2.
Yep, and it's a freeze. So it's now going to require Altec to overstep and then be gankable by Dardoch.
Yeah,
if he wants to lane.
Who's already making his way around.
Right.
He is pinged out, though. They have some
boards.
good vision on that side.
And look at how far back Altec is. He's still not in lane right now. And immediately walks into lane and goes, why did I do that? Why did I walk into lane? I'm at 2/3 health right now.
I regret everything.
Yeah, now Moon has shown up, so they are going to probably just try to get up there and shove it in. But
Dardoch's here first.
Dardoch's literally already here. Exhausted on Altec, burns spell shield for nothing. Moon is around, but look at the health bar difference. Conquan nearly dead already. TP's coming in from the top laners. Impact is in, hops on top of him, nearly mega knock, has to flash out, and he goes down to Lorlo. Yet again, first blood for the Liquid top laner.
And Dardoch landing that Q and ending up following Impact ended up being what made it there, and immediately flashes out and W's to get away. TP's blown and flashes from multiple members here.
They're not done.
Oh, wait a second. Dardoch's back.
Twisted advance in. Moon is gone already. 2 kills picked up. The flash Zephyr from Matt. Q comes in. Dardoch takes it. Red buff on Altec is donezo. 3-0. Double kill. No follow.
And like clockwork, this team, the 4 members, end up getting so many kills in the early game. This pre-15-minute team for Team Liquid is just insane in terms of how much they skirmished, and NRG just aren't matching.
Yeah, Dardoch gets there first, and this is huge. Look at the amount of damage already put down. All tech is low. A nice little turnaround here from NRG, and had Impact been able to go Mega here, this could have been a very different fight. Unfortunately, he's getting taken out by Lorelo on the backside before he goes into Mega. Had he been able to land that stun, get into Mega, get the HP back, could have looked a lot different.
Yeah, before he TP'd, I was checking his bar, but it was just off. It was just barely off, and if he was able to... Oh, actually, Lorelo stayed in that bush out of vision and then continued to push. Wow.
Yeah.
And then just the follow-up there. Well played by Matt and Dardoch. But yeah, watching that bar, and if that Gnar bar had gone just a little bit further, that jump, it looked like he expected to be able to transform, but misjudged it there, so Impact not getting the wallop in the stun.
Just a little bit too squishy, and unfortunate stuff there for Impact. Well, it's NRG taking another bad fight in the early game and Liquid snowballing off of it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even just like the 2-on-2 is better at League of Legends. Like, that was a pretty severe macro mistake. The wave was in a better spot. It was a freeze. It required the attention. NRG knew Dardoch was there. Still went in too early.
Yep. Diving top now. GBM level 6. They're looking for Lorelo. They know he doesn't have flash, and he's level 4.
Okay, he is alone. So very, very alone. Here's the dive coming in. GBM pops the ulti onto Lorelo. It is the Lysandre who holds aggro, claws away, and a very, very safe kill picked up. Well executed by NRG.
Yep. Pretty easy there, but on the bot side, this is going to be turret damage for TL, and Phoenix in the mid, same thing. So they're just going to zone him off with his bot turret. Top turret actually will not go down. Impact does not have enough damage to take that, whereas this bottom turret most likely will be going down with this gigantic minion wave it has.
And I mean, if you look at the CS, if there wasn't for that tragedy in the top lane, Impact would have been way ahead of Lorelo here.
Oh, yeah.
But because of the kills and the gold he got from that, it's pretty much even.
Yeah. Twice the CS already, so it's the reverse of what happened last game, but with the kill. Altec, super aggro. He knows there's no flash.
Ward Hop's about 20 range for it. Another auto attack is Dardoch. Actually makes Altec lose even more health. Jumps in again onto Moon. It's a 3v3. NRG just running away. There's still a double-sized wave to get XP.
Exactly. They still have this giant wave, and Phoenix is now being pulled down. Lorolo's still in the top lane. He has no TP, so this is going to be a 5-on-4 if TL don't pull out soon.
All right, Altec needs to wave clear, and it will at least allow the team to absorb the experience from that wave, if not all the gold. GBM.
Yeah. It feels like the story of the game for me so far is just Dardoch is always there that couple seconds earlier. He's getting the damage out early. And in these 3v3s, Moon is always too late. He's too late to the party, and then they can't fight.
And Moon just a little bit, and exactly he on the top side of the map. Moon had seen Dardoch. He pushed him out with red buff, and then Dardoch just walked straight into the lane, and Moon looked like he took a little bit of a detour and got there too late when the damage had already been done to Altec.
Yep, same thing on bot side. A little bit late, not able to be there with his team to hold out the turret.
And let's take stock of the game that we're in right here, because of course Liquid have made generally better plays, but I want to watch what Impact is up to. We saw Keystones come up a little while ago. He is going fervor on Gnar, something we've actually seen a fair bit of now from the Gnars we're seeing, just the repeated attack speed to knock down tanks. He's also going towards what looks like a Frozen Mallet first item with that Jarum's Fist. Individual gold-wise, only down 250. He's actually within range of constantly fighting Lorelo. He's holding a level lead as well, and that is one space that NRG can create advantage from, with GBM also being able to teleport to reinforce something.
Yeah, and I think when you are going the Frozen Fist, you know, for that 1v1 matchup, he'll be able to kite out that Maokai and chase him down. It makes it really strong, the 1v1. He can split push up, and that's kind of going to be their way back into the game for now, looking for picks with GBM and Impact split pushing.
Let's see if that happens, and that's going to be the game plan. Keep the duo lane from feeding too hard, and Impact, but that's the case, right? It's not even like that Altec and Conquan are bad. It's that Piglet and Matt are so damn good, and Dardoch's got to follow up every time. Yeah,
I mean, this is the CS differential of the bot lane already. In addition to the assist gold that Piglet has, is getting pretty out of control.
You're seeing their swap back.
I do actually want to contest that a bit, because Altec and Conquan have not been doing well at all in any 2-on-2 this split.
True.
I think that the combination is just one that is not working for this team, and it's showing even more in this.
So now we're seeing Impact and Piglet fighting 1v1, the ex-SKT teammates, former world champions, and it's Piglet running, trying to kite away, but a clock tower says no, it's a solo kill. GBM was not needed for that one, but Conquan is certainly going to go down for that. The other side of the map not even going to be close to easy. Lorelo gets it whenever he wants it. There's the smash, there's the slam, there's the kill.
Oh, spell shield there from Altec to stop the Q from Dardoch, so no follow-up there available. He could have flash kicked him back if he hadn't have actually stopped that Q. So good play there from Altec, heads up.
Yeah, but meanwhile, because GBM rotated down, Phoenix knocked down mid-outer and summoned a Azir turret for it, claiming the terrain for Shurima.
Yeah, one nice thing to mention, though, for NRG, GBM didn't have to use his ult, and the flash had gone for Piglet, so they could look for something else on him once again.
Yeah, this is nerfed Callista, so he doesn't have that extra attack speed from being near the Oathsworn. So he's not able to stack up his rend as quickly onto impact, and
Yeah.
time to die.
Callista loses something like 8 to 10% attack speed when she is alone and missing the W buffs there. So that's the 6.6 changes. Is well, a lot of DPS gone when you're split pushing by yourself.
15% right now.
Yeah, I mean sort of 50% like total attacks per second
yes,
is what
yes,
you're losing is the rough numbers when you do the math based on expected items. Either way, yes, damage is down. It's a significant amount, and it's not the best thing in the world for Liquid. However, this squad is still up 3,500 from their map play, from their extra kills, from the 17 minions that Phoenix has over GBM in the mid lane.
Now, GBM has been looking pretty good so far this game, has made some nice rotations, hasn't gotten too much out of it. I don't even think he got the assist on the
No, he didn't. That was a solo kill.
He didn't.
But still, I mean, he was kind of the catalyst for that.
Yeah, this has to be so frustrating for NRG because this is a team that typically likes to play through the mid lane, through GBM, who's calling for the ganks constantly. But TL don't play around Phoenix. They play around everybody but Phoenix, and they leave Phoenix on an island. So now, trying to find an opening onto Phoenix is difficult, but also if you try to go after Phoenix, well, TL goes after your side lanes.
Yeah, and I mean, you could see Moon hovering around the mid lane with Conquan, looking for something maybe on Phoenix with GBM's ult, but Dardoch and Matt were already there. They were warded out, so NRG knows we can't do it.
NRG can't do a whole hell of a lot this game unless they can get those TP plays. That's their advantage, is a supposedly advantageous top lane and a TP in the mid lane that Phoenix does not have. But while Liquid holds map control, they're going to take Scuttle with no real issues here. They're competing to take what they can. It's definitely less snowballing than the last game. And they've taken a Dragon and a Rift Herald as ways to cement the lead, but have not found quite the same tower dives. Turret score, yes, they've gotten 3, but NRG have already gotten 1.
Push onto the top lane. TL is one of the teams that use Rift Herald best. They get a big slow pushing wave with Piglet, and then Dardoch shows up with the buff, but he's not buffing up these minions right now at all, and they're just going to get cleared out.
Yeah. They don't get more durable anyway, so that Sivir wave is going to happen regardless. I think this is a really good thing for NRG to have Sivir every game. The more wave they can have, the more they can slow down that early game pressure.
I think it's just a great pick for them, and the fact that it wasn't banned this game in favor of course, you have to ban that.
Italy, sure.
That Italy on the opposite side.
But even choosing to not drop like the Gangplank ban and stuff.
Yeah, it's a flex pick for NRG, and they know about
Sure,
GBM's
I mean, I get it.
cap on it.
Of course.
Yep, so Impact farming away in the side waves, more than double the CS of Lorlo. He is carving out a significant advantage for himself, but we'll see if he's going to be able to make that into anything for NRG. He needs to start taking turrets. He needs to start getting kills. He needs to do more because, Lorlo has all this extra gold from the kills and the assists and the turrets that he's got.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do. Unfortunately, he was mid Nara, but he had shoved bot lane all the way into bot tier 2. Roamed mid, said, okay, you're here in time to defend. But at least we are seeing Impact try to make these plays. I agree with you, Azale. He needs this to happen, and he's at least trying to take those steps. We'll see if those go any farther next time around. But that is an advantage that he's trying to abuse.
Yeah, NRG, though, they can't get desperate about trying to make plays. We saw it happen with Impact before when he poppy dove a tier 2 turret. They need to be calm in these situations. They need to become collected and keep the communication open.
Yeah, at the same time, you always do run the risk of waiting too long, of letting them take control of your jungle, of letting them get too far ahead. And then even when that perfect opportunity does come up, it's like, well, it doesn't actually matter. We're 5K gold up. We're 10K gold up.
Speaking of 5K gold up, 4 right now, so not too far off here. Liquid certainly can feel happy, and they're going to stack Dragon number 2 as well. So this game definitely taking a different landscape from the last one. They are prioritizing this Dragon a fair bit. They are not snowballing the gold nearly as hard, so I want to see how the game evolves as NRG are within a gold margin that they can take fights with.
Lorlo getting bullied off top lane turret, and they do know that Moon is on that top side. So this is going to be a turret going over to NRG. While on the opposite side, though, Piglet's shoving in bottom solo 1v2, and then in the mid lane, it's 3 members on this mid turret.
Look at all the threat they have. They know Piglet can join up pretty soon, and they know that Lorlo can TP down, whereas Moon would have to walk, and so, wow. Mid lane tier 2 taken as payment for top lane outer. Hashtag not worth. That was after Dragon went down as well. That should have had a decent amount of wave control for NRG leading into this. So far, not the case. Now bot lane taking damage, even in the face of this Sivir who's got wave clear.
Yeah, Piglet is 2 levels up over Alltech right now. He was able to get so much solo experience because he was pushing the bottom lane by himself. 2v1. It's an Alistar and a Sivir. You would expect them to actually pull the trigger and just gank the one person, but they just don't have the combat stats right now or the confidence to do so.
They also don't have the vision. I mean, look at the immaculate ward control on the bot side from TL. They've completely cut off all vision from NRG, so they don't know where they are.
Well, they
don't
saw
have
the three people in the mid lane, and then they knew that top lane Maokai was there. So they knew that they were getting pushed in on 2 fronts, and they just didn't actually go after one, and then Conquan was pulled to the mid, and they just died anyway. So NRG, they're just getting out macroed right now by TL. And TL are taking some risks to do so, but they're not being identified.
Well, that's the unfortunate thing is, you know, who are the engaged duels from NRG? It's Sivir ulti, Lissandra ulti, and then only when you have Meganar coming out here, right? Like, some of these guys you can track, and the ones you can't, like Moon, well, they don't have the CC to empower the team in. So, depending on who's spotted, Liquid can know what those risks actually are. Red buff will be going over safely to NRG, maybe? Yes, it will.
So GBM has picked up Lucidity with Distortion. You know, he needs to make plays. He knows it. And I think that's a pretty reasonable pickup. But, you know, it's been quite some time since we've seen him actually try to make a team play, since we've seen him try to do anything.
I don't know what he's going to be able to accomplish either. It's going to be a 4-on-4 in the bot side if he shows up. He can make it a 5-on-5, but if he goes top,
walking,
then they just dive bottom. TL.
Sure, it might die this wave.
Just look at the poke from Phoenix, though. A couple autos onto Moon. He's down to about 40% HP. And, I mean, Phoenix is scaling. This is getting pretty ugly with how strong he's getting.
190 CS at 17 minutes. It's not like he's not farming. I mean, shocking that.
He's the CS per minute leader of the world.
0-0-0, but 190 CS.
Yeah. It's like 2013 Frog, and he's farming a lot, but also winning games right here. And here comes the attempt for GBM. Gets the ulti on.
TP.
Only to Dardoch, though. This Lee Sin had Merc treads. He's not getting knocked down. That's flash and ult down. Counter TP comes in. Lolo says, what are you doing to my team? Get away from this. Toss in a sapling, and NRG says, you're right.
Just take the turret.
My bad. I'm sorry. Take the turret.
Yeah, I mean, he was looking for Piglet, couldn't get in range. I think it might have even been a misclick. They were right near each other. But, you know, the ult onto Dardoch, as soon as that happened, nothing was going to come of it from NRG. You know, smart of NRG to not overchase, because that would have been tragic for them had they tried to fight it.
Good enough then. They made the attempt, but Liquid still just the superior power, the superior numbers, and, well, cooldowns on the wrong people. Means it's going to be easy for them. Once again, an attempt for Rift Herald. This would be their second or third. I don't remember anymore, but certainly stacking these up.
I believe
5
it's their
turrets
second.
too. Yeah. And, 2 dragons, 5 turrets. Liquid once again with a whole lot of control here. No problems.
Going back to the previous fight, you were talking about how GBM looked like he wanted to get Piglet. Yeah, he flashed forward, and Piglet was just out of his range, and then he just turns to go after Dardoch because it's all that's in his range at that point to actually use the ultimate on.
It's like you might as well, but it didn't mean anything. Oh, rough stuff here for NRG. They have continued to be out macroed this game. Even if the early game wasn't as bad as last time, it was still some kind of bad team fight choices. Piglet continues to snowball up, and the team is now coming to join him on the top side of the map.
Yeah, look at how aggressively Dardoch is building this game. It's almost like he's trying to style him at this point. You know?
I think he is.
It's just like, when's the last time you saw like a Ghostblade being built by Elise in competitive play?
Oh, in competitive play? I don't know. In solo queue, like every game?
Yeah, all the time.
The Bloodthirster comes in, you're like,
yeah.
we have no tanks, buddy.
The way that Dardoch likes to build Lee Sin is he likes to get cooldown reduction very early on, and he also likes to get some type of summoner spell reduction, whether it's the Ionian Boots of Lucidity or Distortion, because the amount of plays he can make with Kick being off of cooldown faster and his Flash being off of cooldown faster is just really big, because this guy is a playmaker.
Yep, so once again, as Frank mentioned earlier, we have the Rift Herald buff. They're grouping topside, looking to push down this this turret. And, God, I mean...
Did you call him Frank?
I may have.
Yeah. I was like, who? And I was like,
I think it was kind of a mix of Freak and Frank. I don't know.
You know, it's okay. You got there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It's one of the memes anyway. People call me that in ranked games sometimes, for whatever reason.
Just a prank, bro.
Just a prank. Yeah. Frank. Blue buff goes to Dardoch. Excellent. I mean, should have been going to Matt maybe, but you know, he wanted to make sure he didn't get stolen. Moon, whoops. Yeah, you're on a ward, buddy.
Dardoch said he wants to build CDR.
Yeah.
The blue buff?
He didn't get his cooldown boots in, so he wanted to get that one back up there. He's only on 20 from items, so obviously the right choice from him. As the jungler, as Lee Sin, all buffs are yours to take. Don't you dare let anyone take them from you.
Phoenix in the mid lane with the turret just keeping his siege up. Only one more outer turret left at 20 minutes for NRG. once again, TL are just dismantling them, not taking too many risks. We haven't seen a kill in a good while here, and it's only been 6 total.
Yeah, I mean, it started out differently. It started out better for NRG, but it's becoming very reminiscent of the last game. You know, low kills, good macro play from TL, and just seemingly no opportunities for NRG to get in there.
Yeah, TL constantly is putting energy in catch-22 situations. If they do engage, if they do use a TP, well, then the other side of the map, they're outnumbered, right? And then they go back and forth on this, and if TL loses something, they usually get something bigger in return.
Keep in mind, NRG are also playing with one less sight stone, essentially. Moon going for a challenging smite into his Maw of Mortius. So pretty much half the non-pink wards on the map, basically, here. They're using 3 blue trinkets to try to cover that up, but NRG now only have 1 sweeper, so they can't get rid of wards nearly as well, and they're just kind of ill-equipped to play the vision game, and surprise, surprise, Liquid out-rotating them. Dragon 3 now on the field. Baron's up. By the way, it's still Azir Kalista with Lee Sin. They'll probably get the Baron secure this game if they wanted to, but style from Phoenix. Nice job, buddy.
Yeah, maybe able to finish up his Rylai's here as he does back, and that would be pretty big for them.
Yep, Alacrity boots as well for Phoenix. Trying to move around fairly quickly, see what his movement speed is. It's 409, so he's actually got a very, very high amount over GBM. GBM is about 39 movement speed below.
Yeah.
So that's what you really care about with movement speed, is the delta between you and the person that you want to avoid.
And I mean, TL now, all completing items. Ghostblade done on Dardoch. We have the Rylai's completed on Phoenix, as well as the Bork on Piglet. So, you know, all their kind of cores completing their 2 full items.
Ghostblade for Dardoch.
Woo!
More plays. Hopefully more plays from Dardoch, the TL squad.
You expect so, and it's a close kill game, but it's just, again, it's all been about the better macro play from Liquid. The 5 turrets to 2 is the one that's really telling here. While stacking up the Dragons, while stacking up Rift Heralds, and heck, they're only, you know, mid-30s away from Baron being the objective. Now here comes the TP flank, and yes, he flashed over it, knocks him back in. This is the play, this is the fight they need, and they've got Phoenix. Now Impact is tanking up the front line, but he is fine to do that. Matt low on health, GBM still around. Finally, signs of life for NRG, but Dardoch has full himself, wants to go back in, misses the Q though, and that means Piglet has to go away. Piglet's a flash out as well. GBM's gotta be real careful. Dardoch gets in, a 1-for-1. Now Moon, beset by Elise Sin. Conquan's next up. Look at the kills going out from Dardoch. Impact still alive, but not for much longer. He's gonna be the final casualty. No, it's not Ultec.
The last auto from Impact taking down Dardoch, and what a close fight. Impact coming up huge for his team from the very beginning right to the very end of that fight, and finally something from NRG.
Yeah, NRG, the engage from GBM right on top of them. They end up getting Phoenix down. They spent so much to do it, and that started because they saw Piglet on top side, so they knew it was going to be a 4-on-5. Piglet clearing a pink ward up there. Immediately, TP comes down.
Flashes over it.
Flashes right over because he expects it, and Impact setting that up perfectly, and Lorlo has to just try to engage. The Sivir's going to allow Moon to run up even faster, and now the 5-man unit sitting there. Now TL, this is once again what TL does. Sometimes they overstay for fights, and Piglet wants to fight this. Lorlo gets chunked out very early on, and
nice kick there by Dardoch.
Really good knockup.
Yeah, on the back end of this fight, Dardoch cleaning up a lot, and it looked like he was going to be able to kill everyone, but this missed Q right there, that was really the difference between
he would have killed Impact.
Yeah.
It would have been hit Conquan, kill him. Oh, but more fighting. GBM got the attack back.
Dardoch gets one, traded back in by GBM. Lysandra is low, though. Into the front line goes Lorlo. A triple kill for Dardoch, killing everybody with a quadra kill.
Penta.
He's got one more to go. Lorlo taking up with Impact. The ulti in from Matt. Impact dealing what damage he can.
He might kill Dardoch.
Around. He wants Dardoch. He gets the shutdown. He's still brawling with Lorlo. Impact is huge, but he's not going to get anything more. A shutdown. Matt gets the kill. 1-0 and 10.
Oh my
5-3.
Piglet got absolutely destroyed at the start of that fight, but Liquid still coming up on top of the big plays from Dardoch. Quadra kill, almost the penta. He wanted it, but
he's got
Impact
a
says
Tiamat.
no.
Dardoch is going full AD Lee Sin.
He's 9-2.
Yeah, he's kind of a man. So he's going to go off to the side here, follow Conquan. And Phoenix is just controlling this choke point. The dive in from GBM, and then all of the ultimates across that backline. But they only end up picking up Piglet. And then the rest of the fight is just completely spread. They have the consistent damage there and the peel. And so Dardoch, yeah, almost.
They had more trouble killing Impact than they did the other 4 members combined.
3v1, and he still picks up one. They were just trying to be greedy. They really wanted to give that pentakill over to Dardoch, but Impact is going to play spoiler.
As you can see, League of Legends players, full AD Lee Sin, actually not as good as you might think. And he gets killed in a 3v1.
Oh man, full AD Lee Sin, only a quadra kill.
Yeah, hey, let's be fair.
What garbage.
Yeah, that was Phoenix and Piglet doing all the work. I refuse to accept this as the correct Lee Sin build. This is him styling in a quarterfinal in his rookie season in the LCS.
He's got 9 kills. And
I
then
mean,
there's 3
look,
more among his
he's
other
a
members.
confident
He's taking
man.
everything.
He does have 9 kills, Freak.
He does have 9 kills.
I can confirm. We've done the research. He has 9 kills.
Your story checks out.
Yeah, it checks out. Yeah. Dardoch going to be inspiring people all across North America to feed on Lee Sin tonight.
That's most Lee Sin anyway.
Yeah.
Like, he's already the most played jungler, wins less than half his game.
That's true.
I certainly have done my fair share.
Yeah, same.
To keep the win rate down.
Yeah. Make sure that doesn't get nerfed
Keep
anymore.
away from design. He's not OP. He's not.
Yeah, no. Look at all these losses. 0-10 this game.
Yep.
I don't even buy wards. I can't even ward hop. That's actually not true.
I mean, Hunter's tracker knife, right?
Tracker's knife. Okay, Dardoch. What?
TP from
full
behind.
AD, taking plenty of damage. Altec doesn't really want to go in, though. He's afraid of all the punishment that could come out from Lee Sin. But now Lorlo's on the flank. He roots up Impact, but Tank has to flash away to stay alive. Down to 2/3. Lissandra into the back line. Hopefully has the help coming in soon. Pops the Zonias. Where's the re-engage? GBM could be dying fast. Has to jump away, and Phoenix gets the kill picked up. Now Impact's got to run away. He's already for Meganar. A big kick comes in, sending in the members. Conquan and Impact in the front line. Piglet gets another kill. That's going to be 3 picked up already. Make that 4. Make that 5 as Moon is certainly going to wane here. Running away. Dodges some skill shots, but you know what? He's still going to die. Who's going to go to? It's going to be the double kill for Lee Sin.
Wow.
5 for 0.
Incredible stuff there. I mean, GBM buying so much time in the backlines there, but it just wasn't enough. His team could not get in, and this is going to be a Baron for TL, and quite frankly, it's looking like it's probably going to be the game.
11 kills for the sub-optimal Lee Sin build.
Yeah.
Frank.
Yeah, well, frankly, he's going for... what's the item called? I forgot already. Not Titanic Hydra, the other Hydra. Yeah, Ravenous Hydra, with the lifesteal on it. I mean, he's styling.
Yeah, he's definitely styling. And
He's like Dash.
He gets away with it. No.
But you don't like his hair?
Actually, I love his hair.
Yeah, see?
I'm a little jelly. But Maokai TP to the back line.
Yeah, I mean, Maokai really in deep, and it looked like on the back of this, NRG might have been able to get something done, but Lorlo actually was buying so much time while GBM on the other side is buying time, and it just kind of canceled each other out. And then TL's gold lead takes over. Dardoch gets into the back line, gets a great flash kick, and Piglet and Phoenix are just pumping out damage throughout the entire fight. NRG has to run, double kick right there from Dardoch, and
super sick.
The whole game, he has just been making play after play for the team.
Yeah, and that looked like GBM actually wanted to rejoin his team on the left side.
Yeah.
He had used his claw, but he got knocked up right before, and he
wow.
had to ulti himself or else he was going to die there. So he started stalling and buying time when he really just wanted to get closer to Piglet to blow him up. Because he doesn't have QSS yet. Actually, no, sorry, he does have it. He has a Mercurial Scimitar now. Gotta look out for the green item.
Gotta look out for it.
Dardoch is building a Duskblade of Drakthar.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. I just like to point that out.
I mean, that could be Ma.
Oh, it could be Ma.
Could be Ma. I mean, normally you'd expect it to be done by now, but
Yeah.
who needs defensive items when you're full AD Lee Sin?
A man can hope.
I want to see Duskblade, but
Yeah.
he has like really bad target selection. So he punches Impact, does 70 damage, and goes, maybe not.
But it looks really cool.
It does look really cool.
How much has he been punching Impact? They cleaned up a whole team fight and left Impact as the scrap at the end.
Yeah, and then he died to Impact.
Yeah. But I mean, would the Duskblade been off of cooldown? But you know, it was a long fight, maybe.
At the 2 minutes, I'm sure. All right, well, Baron buff on, a Azir turret behind them. Plenty of safety here for Liquid as they move in towards the mid lane. They want to knock this inhibitor down, and they're going to have a really good chance of doing that. NRG just have to back off and give them the respect. 1 minute left in the Baron buff means they can maybe greed for top lane inhibitor turret as well.
Yeah, I mean, the jaw's starting to close here on NRG. TL has just played an immaculate game once again. They're now up almost 12,000 gold. They are just going to buy out. But, wow, what a game so far from them.
Yeah, we see elixirs there, pink wards, the setup. And TL just superior macro from NRG, superior early game, and it's not just one member. So many of these members of TL, Matt, Piglet, Dardoch, they all thrive in the early game. And Lorlo, he actually leads top lane for pre-15-minute assists. So people are talking about how Lorlo's not having a whole lot of CS. He's really helping in these fights that the 4-man unit of TL is creating.
Yeah, I mean, 16 out of 17 kills is what he's been involved in this game. That's not to be overlooked.
Yeah, and Dardoch, 100% kill participation, 11, 2, and 6 for himself. Just absolutely insane how much this squad skirmishes. You can even just see the difference, clear as day, how those 4 members minus Phoenix in terms of kill participation. The guy sat at 0-0-0 for the longest time, just farming up, and then he's like, okay, well, now I'm ready to join these fights. They were already winning the fights, but he's the insurance policy, and he's a damn good one, too.
Yes, he is. This is going to feel pretty good for Liquid, as Baron Buff has timed out, but they got plenty for it. 12,000 the gold lead at 31 minutes here. Dardoch hopes to take away some of the CS and make this push happen.
I mean, Lorlo shoving in the bot lane. They could just wait until someone does answer that. But oh my god, Moon getting caught on the side, and he is gone!
Okay, well, that's a solo kill for Dardoch. Rack up another one for him.
This is a bad Lee Sin build.
Yeah, just one shots of Graves. Wow, what a terrible champion. Well, that's why the win rate's higher than 40, as Dardoch tends to win his games in this one, and that's going to be top lane inhibitor as well. 5v4, not even a problem for these guys. Look at the damage. Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, that server's already dead, by the way. So he died. That was a Janus shielded Azir. And now the inhibitor.
It's going to be the game. I don't even think they're going to come out and contest it. NRG is looking completely defeated, just kind of sitting in their base, letting the game end. And geez, what a dominant performance from Team Liquid so far. And if you're NRG, what do you even say after a game like that? That's a disheartening way to win that last game, is you just get solo killed 2 or 3 times in a row, and you're like, well, I guess they got the next, but that means that Liquid are up at 2-0 after 2 crushing victories over NRG. And you guys were talking about Dardoch, and I feel like he's got ghostwriters here, because how can someone make so many plays in the span of 30 minutes? I feel like it's like Tom Clancy. It's not really him doing it all. There's people in the background making it all happen. I'll tell you how. It's that Ghostblade mobility.